Aryan was a quiet, sincere student. He wasn't the topper of the class, nor the most popular, but everyone knew one thing about him: he was honest. From childhood, he had been taught that character mattered more than marks, and that truth, no matter how small, should never be compromised. He lived by that rule, even when it wasn't convenient. But like every principle in life, this one too would be tested. It was the final board exam. The entire school was tense, parents nervous, and students glued to their books until the last second. Aryan had studied hard, but the pressure was unbearable. He entered the classroom, sat at his desk, took a deep breath and tried to focus. The bell rang. Question papers were distributed. As he scanned the sheet, his heart sank. The paper was harder than he expected. His palms began to sweat. He reached under his desk to grab his extra pen, and his hand brushed against something crumpled. Curious, he pulled it out, a folded paper. His heart skipped a beat. It was a cheat sheet. All the answers, written clearly. Every question from the paper, solved. For a moment, the world stopped. The classroom faded. It was just him, that paper, and a choice. His mind raced. Maybe this is a sign, one voice whispered. You deserve a little help. Everyone else is probably cheating anyway. But another voice, quieter but stronger, said, no one is watching, but you are, and you'll have to live with the choice you make. Aryan looked around. The invigilator was distracted, flipping through a register. Everyone else had their heads down. He could use it, score well, walk out with flying colors. No one would know. No one, except him. He sat still for a few seconds, fighting that storm inside his head. And then, he stood up. The classroom went quiet. Eyes followed him as he walked toward the teacher's desk. He said nothing, just handed over the cheat sheet and returned to his seat. A few students laughed under their breath. A couple of them whispered, "What an idiot!" But Aryan didn't flinch. He finished the exam with whatever knowledge he had, no shortcuts, no tricks. Weeks passed. The results were announced. Aryan didn't top. In fact, his marks were average. But something surprising happened. He was called to the principal's office, not for punishment, but for praise. The principal looked at him and said, "Aryan, you may not have scored the highest, but you've shown something far more important: integrity. This school is proud of you." Years later, Aryan didn't just become successful. He became trustworthy. He became someone people could rely on, not because he was the smartest, but because he never bent the truth. His honesty opened doors that even the best marks couldn't. Moral of the story: honesty isn't always easy. It doesn't always bring applause or quick rewards, but it gives you peace, strength, and respect. Things that last longer than any certificate or medal. In a world full of shortcuts, be the one who chooses the longer, truthful road. Because that road leads to something far more valuable than success. It leads to character. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you chose truth over ease? If you believe honesty still matters in today's world, share this story, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories like this. Your one small action can help spread a big message.